Well, everybody, welcome back to my video here. Let's see, we'll edit all this. Hey, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how we store our paper figures, and at least how I store my paper figures, I should say. First of all, I find a good box to use for storage. And this particular box here, I found at Michael's. You can probably find some at Hobby Lobby and a few other places. And so this particular box is good. It's solid. It's sturdy. But of course, it's a little bit too big, obviously, for just to throw. I mean, you use any box to just throw stuff in. So what I'll do is I took my ruler here, measured the box, and to find out, because I'm going to custom make my trays for my little figures. So for my paper figures. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and measure this, and I think I came up with. Now I'm measuring the whole box so I can get to what is half. And I believe half was about, for this box, was about 5.5, and I wanted a little bit of space in between, so I'd probably do 5.25. So it'd be probably 5.25 wide, and then I will do how high it is, how high we go, which is probably about, I think, 3 inches high that we go. And in doing this, I do that for several reasons. I want it a little bit higher because I just don't want things to fall out and things like that, and kind of give it a little bit of structure so that if it does jostle around, it won't be a big problem. So I went ahead and I pre-cut my pieces here. These are my walls to my tray. And so what I'll do here is I use Loctite glue, and it's a really good glue. And now when you're cutting these, by the way, when you're cutting your actual sizes here, and when you do your tray like that and do your custom walls, your long walls or your short walls, depending on which ones you go with, are going to be slightly shorter because obviously it fits in between. It fits in between the walls, so it won't be exact. You won't cut it exactly to the size of the tray floor. So the reason I use Loctite works really well. It's very quick. It's very quick setting, and I'm not so much worried about how it looks per se, because I'm going to paint them anyway. I'm using white, but I prefer black. But I couldn't find a black foam core, which is what I cut this out of. It's just basic foam, and so what I'll do is I will go ahead and give this little bend here and kind of straighten that a little bit, and I will go ahead and just put some right on the bottom of my foam core, like so, and then I will go ahead and just set it just like this, because once it sets on there, it is, you can already see it's already sits pretty well. So if I can just kind of just give that a little shove down, push it right to the edge of where I want to be, see, okay, and then I'll go ahead and continue to do with the other ones. And of course I cut these a little bit neater, so that's pretty good. And we'll kind of put those together. And spin this around. We'll put this one, oh, this is the other one. That's okay, that'll work either way. We'll put that on the other side. It's a little bit straighter. Okay, and we'll give that a little push there. And once again, this holds, really, the Loctite holds very well, because once you get it to the edge, and you put it on there and you give it a little squeeze down, it is going to stay there. And that Loctite works really, really well. So sometimes you got to put a few seconds on there, but otherwise it is very, very good for that. And I just keep going. I don't let anything dry real quick per se. I just kind of get it all done. So let me put the other ones in here. Let me put up our other walls. And you'll see why I'm doing this in halves, because obviously we're going to show you the whole package of storage. Because it's not just about storage, it's about how we carry it around. Because obviously I don't want to do, I don't want to be able to just store it. I want to be able to take it and travel with it and things like that. So let's see here. Well, you know what? I might have to cut this piece. because it is a tad bit too long. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it. Okay, well that's not a big deal if I get my cutting knife here. And good thing I switched blades, because I'll just give it a quick cut. It won't take that long to do. Just give it a quick cut right there. And it should fit just fine. And what I'll do also, something I forgot to do, make sure I got this kind of in there. Nope, I need to cut it one more time. And what I want to make sure I do is to get the sides, because the sides are important there. You want to have the sides all lathered up with some glue there. Okay, so I got the bottom, I got the sides. Let's get this back into view here. And we will slide that in. And of course we'll just kind of create that wall. Put that one like that. And I will need to do a little cut on this one. Get this together. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's really not this okay, all this will be edited out. Hallelujah. Okay. So we just want to make sure that our stuff is sealing tight. Slip that in there. Alright, and we add another piece here. Let's go ahead and cut this just a little bit. Nope, just a little bit more. Okay, we seem to have that down. There we go. We add this piece here. We just get the glue on the sides. Get the glue on the sides. And all in all, it should only take about 5 to 7 minutes for it to be kind of ready and done. So we'll slide that in there. We'll firm that up. And get that get in there real tight. Once again, once these go in there and they're super tight and that Loctite gets on there, it is going to stay really, really well. I have tested these, I've dropped them, I've all these things, and these boards stay together really, really well. So as you can see, I've made my frame here, and oops, I messed around with it too much. Okay, and I can usually fit an army in here of about let's see if I can how many I fit in here. This is my my ninjas here, so I will go ahead and put some of those in there, just kind of get a feel of how many I can fit. Let's kind of get that together. Okay. Alright, let's see how many of these ninjas I can fit in here. I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I can fit about 20 figs in there. And as you can see here, what we'll do is we take, once we fit all our figures in there, we go ahead and take our box and we can turn it around and we can sit it right in there, just like that. And that will be half the case there, and then I will build another one, put another one in there. So let me show you the final product here once we have all our pieces in place here. Let's move this out of the way. And ultimately, like I said, it's not just about storage, but it is about traveling with it. So here's one that I already have done, and as you can see here, we'll take this off, and what you can see is on top here I have my dice. Okay, so we put our dice there. And I'll show you how I did this in just a second. But once I get all the dice there, I have little sheets here that we use. I kind of cut these out from the Songs of Blazing Hero, and then I kind of made them into box size. I can keep all my cards in here, the cards that have the rules on them. I can carry those with me. I can carry, obviously, all. I use these measuring tools here, which I really like. They're on the Songs of Blazing Hero group site with the files in them on Yahoo. I have a few more of these. Now, as we get down to the bottom here, you'll see that I have, the way I've constructed this is, I have put a faux top there, as you can see. And basically what I've done is I've put that top in there. What I've done, as you can see in there, I got 2 of my armies in there. One thing I have not looked into, but I plan on looking into, is possibly see how the magnetic base, and I know you can buy them, but if you have tried magnetic paint, I'm going to try to maybe put some magnetic paint on the bottom of these where these can stick and the washers will stick to them, if that's possible. But as you can see, they move around, but they don't topple over, they don't crush each other, they don't wrinkle up the paper, just throw them in a box, things like that. And this is super cheap to do. The washers, the washers are really cheap, but then the foam core is only maybe $3 for a sheet. And then what I did was, here I can show you here, I took little ridges and I put, just all I did was take those ridges and I taped and I glued them with the Loctite towards the edge here, and then I cut a piece of foam core the size of the shoebox, and I just take it and I put it on top there, and then I'm able to put that in, and then I take all my stuff, put that back on. So what I can do is then have Army Will Travel. I can take 2 armies, I can put those in there, put 2 armies in there, keep all my sheets, all my records together for those particular armies, put that on there like that, take all my dice, put them in there, and put it on there. I let them sit in there, they work really well, and that Loctite works good, and then I put my box back on, then I can just carry this box wherever I go. And the good thing about it is I can take the trays out of the box, and if I want to switch and I want to put new, but I already have like 6 or 8 boxes of these, so when I do 6 or 8 boxes together, and then the 2 armies a piece, and then I have some really big boxes that are going to be twice as wide as this, and I can put 4 armies in here, and then I can have 2 games going at once, or wherever we do that. But anyway, that's how I do storage, and that's how I do my own little personal travel kits. And so I want to thank you for joining me again for how we deal with our paper minis and how I deal with my paper minis and storage and traveling cases. And it's really simple. You can build it yourself, and I wish you much success with it. Have a great day. Bye.